But that's what happened with Zed, and then we got a lot of, and interestingly enough, the demographics skewed older than what a lot of people thought. So we were able to get young eyeballs, but we were also skewing older. And not just artists. I remember traveling like all over the country. We'd go to Halifax and we'd go to the suburbs, and like this truck driver came up to me. He's like, "I love that show, man. You guys are freaky." Now I'm sure he was stoned at night watching it, but I mean, it was appealing to him, right? And he was getting exposed to a whole bunch of artists that he would have never been exposed to. And we were the first that actually put short films in a series of without curating them. You know what I mean? We just allow them to be on their own. Like the Independent Film Channel was doing that, but they would curate.
Yeah, and there'd be that framework. Yeah, as opposed to just like,
we're gonna let you experience this. Yeah. And then actually interview short filmmakers.
Yeah.
Who interviews short filmmakers?
Yeah, who else would ever? And again, ties into the whole idea of like getting these people exposure, building talent.
Yeah. But I think interestingly enough, the directive wasn't about exposure, wasn't about Canadian flag waving. It really was about entertainment. And I think coming at it from that end, viewers appreciated that because they were like, oh, we're just getting the best of. We're not getting because somebody has gotten some money and you need to have Canadian content on here. I think the real directive that said was, is it creative, is it innovative, and is it convergent? And if it meets all of those, then we're going to put it on. And that's what made it exciting. So then for you, like as a young filmmaker, you're like, oh, I have somewhere to submit my art. I have somewhere, I have somewhere to go. I have a distribution channel, both sides. So even if it doesn't make it on the TV side, it'll make it on the website. And then if it gets popular enough on the website, that'll drive it to the TV side.
Oh, and in a way, like you're eliminating the gatekeeper too, right? Like there's direct access to your audience, and maybe they'll speak for themselves. Maybe the producers will kind of be like, yeah, we don't like it. All of a sudden, you have a bunch of people who are taking interest in it, and you guys are forced to look at it, right? So.
Yeah, and then as a filmmaker, you actually have the power to draw people, right? Because we can't get people into theaters as independent filmmakers because we don't have the money to pay for the theater. But you could draw people to your online film. Yeah, I know. I'm excited about it. Yeah, and then it died.
Okay, I can still see the glimmer though. Like, I feel bad judging it up, but I mean, at least you were part of it. What happened? Right?
I don't think I even understood at the time.
No,
I don't think I understood that this was a huge service that we were doing, and also how innovative it was. You know, like that. It was because after I left. That was by the second year, and we had done like live streaming, 24-hour live streaming, like TV streaming. That's crazy. Like no one was doing that. No one had the broadband to do that. You know, we were doing that, and then I decided to leave because I got pregnant. And I decided to do directing, and then when I left, the way the show kind of morphed. Unfortunately, what happened was it did actually draw attention. So the higher ups started to watch what was going on at CBC, and they're like, well, what is this little upstart thing that's happening? And you know, and I remember, because I remember the first year, I could swear all I wanted, you know? Like they would sort of take out, you know, you can say shit once, Sharon, just not twice. And then by the second year, it was like, you can't say shit. You can't do it. And it became more television controlled as opposed to the sort of wild, wild web. And they started to control the content. And I think, unfortunately, that was sort of the beginning of the end for Zed. Because the reason it lived is because it would attract young filmmakers like you who were like, oh, this is for me. Like, this is actually speaking for me. And then all of a sudden it morphed into The View.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how that happened, but yeah.